I forgot about that on the bottom there where it said that, but it says 6 for 6 for 6. 97 War Nats, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive TQ, first A main, 4-wheel drive modified TQ, first A main, monster truck. We don't call them monster trucks anymore, right?
It says monster truck?
Yep, it says. Oh no, it says mod truck. I'm sorry. What did I?
Oh, okay.
My bad.
I'm like, what?
Okay, so it says mod truck. I just assumed it said monster when I saw the end.
Okay.
But we didn't we call them monster trucks back then?
Well,
like early 90s.
Yeah, early 90s we did.
Right. And we have the 97 Norca Nats, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive mod truck. TQ, first A main. 6 for 6 for 6.
Hopefully that campaign worked for them.
And again, on the bottom it says, and this was a shot at Associated/Reedy, forget ancient history. It's winning now that counts. Eternity. And what did you say earlier?
What I said is, going by that logic, that means that doesn't matter anymore either. It's winning now that matters. So.
Oh. That's not very nice, Jason.
Well, just using the same logic.
Welcome to episode 237. This is 237 of the Radio Impound podcast, February 13th. I've been reminded again that I need to give the date.
Okay.
And the time of the recording. I think this is the same person that's been trolling me for a few years. February 13th, 2022. And what time do you have, Jason?
I have 3:25 p.m.
And that's in Florida, 3:25 p.m. I think it's the
right.
same for me, so I'm in Pennsylvania. East Coast. And don't forget, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so go out and buy your bonsai trees for your significant other.
I already bought my cards. We already did the dinner.
Oh, you did everything, so it's all done.
It's all done. Yep.
Did you get a bonsai tree again?
No, I did not.
You learned your lesson.
Yeah. Those things don't they don't live very long.
Oh, it just, yeah. You bought two, right? One for your mom and one for Allison.
That's right.
Year?
Yeah.
You spent $300 and some dollars.
I don't remember if it was that much, but
I thought it was like $150 each for one. You're like, what? And you're already committed, so you had to buy them.
Well, yeah, I already had them up on the counter. I didn't even know how much they cost, and I'm just, I'm thinking, what is this going to be? And well, there you go.
You're like, okay, I'll take that. And
then you just watch them die, basically.
Yeah.
I got all the stuff that you're supposed to use to help keep them alive, and it's a big job.
So you don't just water them? You have to.
Well, there's stuff you can put, I think, in the dirt, and it just
didn't work.
Did not work.
All right, so for all you people out there, don't get your girlfriend or boyfriend bonsai trees. Got Jason Santos checking in. Hey guys, what's up, Jason?
Always online checking us out.
Like the Vito says, badass. He likes the Ken Walsh shirt. Ken Walsh didn't like that shirt, by the way.
I'm pretty sure I remember when he
didn't like his photos on shirts. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I
thought it was cool. I like the back room.
I remember when they took the photo, I believe.
Oh, where he's holding the broom?
Yeah, I think that was at M&M where they took the photo with the broom.
Oh, okay. Freddie Russell checking in from the UK. What's up, Freddie? Appreciate you joining us. It's got to be like midnight there. We got Mark Adams saying, Jason Rona, all the folks in Detroit are rooting for Matthew Stafford tonight. We'll have to fill in, Jason, who Stafford is. He's the quarterback of the Los Angeles Rams, Jason.
Oh, okay.
So they're actually rooting for him.
Well, as a meme,
Very
I saw a
much.
meme somewhere that said that's the closest they've been to the Super Bowl for quite a while.
Oh, Detroit?
Yeah.
Okay. That's true. Jimmy Simmons is checking in. He says, Jason, enough with the nonsense. We need more fuzz bites.
He's right.
So
Constantly trying to keep filling them out.
Ron Shore is checking in saying Browns by 14 tonight. Okay. I think there's a little confusion of who's in the Super Bowl, but okay. He's got the Cleveland Browns.
I actually like where Ron's going with this.
Where's he going with it?
Well, no, I just think that that's probably a pretty good
prediction.
Yeah.
I think it's a horrible one.
It's nice to see Chili Duncan is still around. Watching sports.
I don't see him in the chat. Where do you see him at? Where's Chili?
He's the latest one.
Oh, there we go. I got my Detroit Rams t-shirt on. Okay. Detroit Rams. Mark Adams is saying Chili's the man. So, Jason, are you going to a Super Bowl party tonight at all?
This is my party right here.
Oh, wow. Looks exciting. Any predictions for tonight?
Who's playing again?
The Los Angeles Rams. They're playing the Cincinnati Bengals.
I think this is the Rams.
And it's in Los Angeles, but
Yeah.
the Rams are the road team in this game. Does that make any sense to you?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, it does, since I know, but I don't think and the Rams are winning this.
Pretty easily?
I think so.
Oh, man. So I ran I did Madden 22 Super Bowl 56 simulations on my Twitch channel. And I posted the results on Facebook. And I did 4 games. I did 15-minute quarters, so each game takes about 2 hours. And I had the Bengals winning all 4 of them. The first sim, Bengals won 45-33. Second, Bengals won 31-13. The third sim I did was Bengals winning 24-21. And the fourth sim, Bengals won 47-35. So we'll see if those predictions hold true. But high-scoring games, according to Madden.
Yeah. We'll see. So you just let the computer play itself? Is that what happens?
Yeah. I just let it sim the game out. Sit
So
there
you
and watch
go-
it. It's like watching a real game.
Oh.
Go to Twitch. Well, not that you're going to do it, but Gotti Jr. on Twitch. I have the link on my Facebook. You can see the games in there. Not that anybody's going to watch them. I just put them up there. I did some Lakers sims too. I did the Golden State Warrior game last night.
I mean, I'm a little concerned about the 4 games. All 4 came out one way.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, right? So it should be interesting to see if the Bengals do win and if the scores that I have here were pretty close.
Yeah, what you need to do is take an average of the scores and then see if they can match that average. Will Britton's got the Bengals tonight. It's good to see that he's going back to the 80s for his music.
I see what you did there. Chili Duncan saying he's still here. Scott Foy checking in. What's up? And Scott's also saying he's going to his buddies for a Duper Bowl party later. Okay.
What are the rules on saying Super Bowl?
On what now?
The rules on saying Super Bowl.
What do you mean?
You know, like when you hear on the radio and stuff, they call it the big game. You know, it's not the Super Bowl. And I think that I think there's some restrictions on using the word Super Bowl because it's owned by the NFL, and I don't think that you're allowed to use the words Super Bowl in connection with many different things. Like if you're saying you're having a Super Bowl sale, this would be my guess. If you're having a Super Bowl sale, I don't think that that's right. But I think that you could say that. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but yeah, you can't connect a advertising of your own to the word Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. So you can't have like J Concept Super Bowl
sale.
You can't put that on your website or something?
Right. I don't think you could do that.
All right. I didn't know that.
I'm sure that you could say that you could advertise you were going to the Super Bowl, but I don't think that you could say that you're having a Super Bowl sale.
Gotcha. So it's okay if I say Super Bowl on the podcast, or am I getting sued later?
Well, yeah, I don't know. You might be in some trouble.
Uh-oh. Chili's saying legally you can't say Super Bowl, naming rights. Okay. Well, I didn't call this the Super Bowl extravaganza ripcast or anything like that, or whatever. So I guess I didn't have a title, but I could talk about the Super Bowl.
And that's why Scott earlier went with the Duper Bowl.
All right.
He was able to kind of duck out of it, you know.
Scott's a smart man.
That's what they say on the radio, the big game. The big game.
I don't know. I've heard him say Super Bowl. Will Britton saying, I got some wings to take over to my sister's tonight. The real competition during the Super Bowl. Will's in trouble. When your team isn't in the game, who can't make the best party food? Who can make the best party food? So his team's not in the game, and now it's just who's going to make the better food. So Will, did you make your wings, or did you
buy them?
Yeah.
Went to like Taco Bell and got their wings or something. Does Taco Bell have wings? I think they do. I think I saw it on their menu.
I don't know.
Everybody likes those wings, don't they? What is it about wings?
I don't know. I'm getting some later.
Yeah, see? It's a thing.
Scott's saying, yeah, he's not trying to get in any legal battle here. Cool.
So Will's smoking the wings, and then he's heading over. I remember I think the last time, yes, definitely coming to DNC. We got the full crew coming out there.
When's that? This week?
Roughly 2 weeks.
Yeah. Will's going to smoke some wings when he gets over to her place. And he's cleaning his RC room right now.
That's nice. It's a once a year type of thing. Do that during the Super Bowl. Uh-oh.
What do we have here? What are you seeing in the chat that I'm not?
David Church.
How come my chat's a little delayed?
You got the slow one.
Oh, he's from UK, but you're seeing it. Yeah. All right, David Church saying he's here for the Pooper Bowl.
What's that event they do with the dogs, the Puppy Bowl? I think I'm actually more interested in that than the big game.
Yeah, they still do that.
I think so.
Okay.
The Puppy Bowl. We gotta touch base on that. See where they're at with that one.
So the last time we spoke to you, Jason, you were heading off to the Chili Bowl. That's been a few weeks.
Is that really when it was?
Yeah.
It was before that? I thought it was after that.
No, because didn't you get sick after Chili Bowl?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we talked about it.
Yeah, for sure. I think we did. I think because we talked about the Chili Bowl results, I thought.
Did we?
Or maybe I'm just thinking that of the vlog that we did.
Yeah, you are. Because yeah, I don't believe we talked about it. We had Jackson Brunson on the show.
What was the one where we had Tyler Hooks on?
That was right before Jackson. So January 9th was the last show. Wow, time flies, man. It's a whole month.
Yeah, that is a long time. I was thinking it was only been a couple of weeks.
Bill Collins gave you a link to watch the Puppy Bowl tonight.
All right, what time does that start?
I'd imagine the same time as the Super Bowl, right?
I mean, would you really go head to head?
Would the Super Bowl really go
the Puppy Bowl? They're like
against the Puppy Bowl.
I got a genius marketing idea. Let's
right.
put on an event the same exact time as the Super Bowl and go head to head.
Okay. Like an RC event. Scott Foy saying, oh, he doesn't follow baseball, but it's really cool when they kick a home run in the basket. Amazing they can do that all on the ice. All right.
Oh, the Puppy Bowl already started at 2 p.m. See, they did do it right. They did it ahead of time. Yeah. Started at 2 p.m.
David Church, let's talk about the game. Football in America, it's played with hands.
It is.
Yes. It's the real sport.
It's a hand game.
Bill Collins, Puppy Bowl. I don't know Roman numerals. I would, that's the thing. I wish the NFL would just go to like
that's 18. 50. That's 10 plus 5 plus 3 is 18.
All
Puppy
right.
Bowl 18.
Sunday, February 13th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Animal Planet and streaming on Discovery Plus. Matt checking in. Just Matt. Longtime listener, first-time caller. Love J Concept, supports, and products.
And he's got my photo there of Masami's Tampa.
Yeah.
The Winter Champs first place car.
Okay.
That reminds me, I have to ask Masami if he's willing to give that up yet.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Matt checking in from YouTube. Go over to YouTube, search Radio Impound. Give us a sub. Jeff Brown, LA Lions and Stafford by 6. So Detroit can be happy for doing nothing. I like that.
This is the point. It gets to the point where this happens in RC too, where you start to manipulate things so you can still come out a winner. It's like when somebody says, oh yeah, I predicted that would happen. So then it makes them feel like a winner. And it's like, well, not really. It's like, just because you predicted it, you're not really necessarily the winner.
I'm a winner.
Of course, then people came, I posted this a while back. People came in and said, well, if I predict something in Vegas and it comes true, then I am a winner. I'm like, yeah, you got a point. It's probably a solid point.
That is. You place any bets on
No.
FanDuel or DraftKings?
The experts say not to bet on sports, right?
Oh, Justin Jubert, you better retract your bet. Jubert's all in. He's gonna be broke by tomorrow.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
I think I think the experts say you don't bid on sports. Anything that there's a line, right, or a spread, isn't that what it is?
yeah.
Because that right there, I mean, sure, you could bet heads up too, right?
Mhm. Yeah, they
Like,
got so many. You could do prop bets, anything. So
yeah, I don't. I think the experts say that you don't bet on sports.
which I don't. RC Kevin, what's up, gents? Bengals plus 4.5. See, I don't do the line stuff, so
So it's Bengals by 4.5.
that's what
That's
Kevin's saying. Yep,
and then as they say, that's where they get you.
it's true. They always win. Matt's saying love Jay Concept's support of vintage RC10 and RC10T. Currently, he's working on a RC10 runner that is pre-worlds.
Thanks, Matt. I love the vintage cars. So does Scott Foy here. He's been working on some Losi stuff. There's a lot of love for the RC10s and 10Ts and stuff out there, but there's another little. There's definitely a group that's forming and backing up the Losi vintage items too, which is cool to see. We got a fan here.
Matt's also saying maybe have a future show with Matt Santos again. I think he last one was great. I think he was meant to say Jason.
Yeah, Jason Santos. He's on here right now.
Yeah, Jason Santos, you're more than welcome to join the show. All you got to do is click on the link. It's in the post. Nick is saying thanks for the B2 body too.
Yeah, one of my favorites. I love that B2 body. And I didn't like the B3 at first, but I like it now. 1997. It's taken me a while to come around to that one, but finally
got there.
Yeah.
Scott Foy anodizing broken down and sending them out after DNC.
Yeah, Scott's actually working on a few Losi cars for me right now. I'm going to do a video on one of them. Actually, both of them. I'm going to do a video on both of them. Yeah, Matt's got it, Jason.
I got you. I knew what you meant.
You won.
People love the vintage stuff. So just to close out, I have the Bengals 24-17. Though I'd like to see Stafford win also because he was stuck in Detroit so many years. And it'd be cool if this since he won. The city been waiting for one, so don't matter to me. Scott's saying the body on the second one is the hardest part.
Yeah, getting that Jam and J Lambo that we need for the LXT, that's going to be tough. I think we're just going to have to recreate it. That's the only way we're going to. That's the only way we're going to be able to do this is recreating the body. I got a few photos.
Justin Jubert saying 23 minutes in, I'm late. Yeah, we trashed you already, Jubert.
Hey, he's here though.
He's here, right?
That's all that matters.
I was saying we were talking about betting, Jubert, and I know you placed some bets on the Super Bowl, and I said by Monday morning he's gonna lose the house and car. Brad Shear checking in. Was there ever a product that you were not happy with but had to release anyway? That grew on you afterwards, though.
Probably the first finisher body.
Really?
That one for sure. The Punisher body.
You were
Those
just like,
two.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were definitely different, but by the time we got through with whatever event we were doing, it felt right. David Church has fun with words.
Fun with words. Where's this? Oh, here we go. Fun with words. Let's do aluminum.
So he wants us to say it the way you said it, but he wants us to say aluminium.
Oh, okay. Why?
That's the way it's said in Europe. Or
Oh, is it?
yeah,
How do you say
aluminium. Aluminium.
it? Okay. Interesting. Aluminum's the correct way, though. Scott Foy saying, I'm trying to get a used one for you. So there you go, Jason.
Man, that would be nice. Then we could definitely recreate it.
Justin Jubert's gonna have a fire sale on Monday because he's gonna be flat broke. Scott Foy, I take to one guy that has one, and he might be willing to let us scan it. There you go.
That would be nice. That's what we need.
So those were the only two products that you were not happy about, but you released them anyway. What about the JC lipo locker that's not lipo safe? All right, so Matt said I raced from 1983 to 93, so I'm hooked on that era of cars, trying to get my vintage cars finished to run on the track. 2 runners on the track.
83 to 93. That's a good run. 83 is early too. 83 is early too. That's before I got into RC. I think I probably had some Tyco stuff, but 83 is early.
86 for me, somewhere in that ballpark there. David Church, good job, guys. Nope. Tom Cockerell championed the correct pronunciation. Okay.
So between the finisher body, the Punisher body, trying to think of something else. There's definitely been several products. Jason's stating here that he's only seen one Jam and Jade Lambo body come up for sale. I don't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. That they're rare.
You can't get a hold of Jam and Jay?
I have talked to him.
And he doesn't have one?
He thinks he still has the mold for it. And it sounds like he's, he can get something to me, but we just have to work it out. It's not going to be, he's in California. So I tried to hook up with him when I was there in December and maybe go look for it with him, but I think he wasn't available. But we'll get it together if we have to. If we can't scan it or just actually have a body that we can kind of take some dimensions from, then we'll get together with Jay. We'll make it happen. It will be done.
Jackson Anderson saying Bengals for the win tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be the Rams.
David Church is asking, where's Kirby? He was invited, but Kirby's going to a Duper Bowl party, since I can't say Super Bowl, I guess.
The big game.
Oh, I just did. Never mind. I can't screw this up.
Yeah.
Cease and desist orders are coming.
You can't say Super Bowl.
Oh, come on. I never heard such a thing. You can use it in an ad, but you can say it. Jeez.
Quit saying Super Bowl.
You just- oh man, it's impossible.
The Super Bowl is going to get us shut down for talking about the Super Bowl.
Oh man. Okay.
Kirby's got his own thing going on tonight. I guess he's got work to do. I don't know.
Yep.
Bengals.
So yeah, January 9th was the last show. So that's before the Chili Bowl. Jeez. We don't need to recap all that other than we already know what happened. You did it. You recapped it on your vlog or whatever. Did you have a good time though? Where am I here on this? I'm way behind on my chats. And Scott Voice saying Punisher.
Maybe that's the one that was hard for him to get used to. Yeah, we did. We had a long run of races. We did the SIC. What else? It was the SIC, the Chili Bowl. We did CRCRC, which I think we talked about because that might be what I was thinking of. We talked about CRC. So had all those events, and then we just had our INS, the Winter Indoor Nationals, out in SDRC Raceway. So we just did that last week and stayed an extra couple days and did some running with the drivers at the DNC track. So had a ton of guys out there warming up and practicing. So it was good. We got our first big 10 scale race going on our series. And then we did a little 8 scale, and now everybody's just kind of preparing and getting ready for the big race, we'll call it. But they just had the Montpellier GP in France. That's usually a super big event in Europe. It looks like they rained out the mains. They didn't get to run the main. But they did get through both semifinals, and I think the finishing order was decided by the semifinal position. So usually 2 semifinals. TQ is the driver that runs the fastest run between both semifinals. That's TQ, and then second, so on and so forth, according to time and position. And I believe that's how they finished up. So Davide Ungaro ended up being the winner, even though he was 6th qualifier. I saw in his race report he was 6th qualifier, but he was able to win the semi, and that put him as first place after the rainout. So yeah, not necessarily a surprise. I think he's won that several times now, along with the Worlds in 2018, which is our last Worlds. We ran an 8 scale. We're coming up on 4 years ago.
That's amazing.
That we haven't had an 8 scale Worlds. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty incredible. And the last 10 scale Worlds was 2019. So pretty interesting.
Wow.
The thing that I always thought about in reference, we can go back to the racing we had, but I always kind of felt like David Church is referencing baseball that has the World Series, but doesn't have many countries. Obviously, there's only baseball in our country that participates in the World Series, but I always kind of thought that it was maybe in reference to the showing it to the world. It was the World Series, but I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong wording. It's fun with words, as he says. There definitely isn't multiple countries involved. What 3 countries? So I think he's referring that technically he's looking for that third. Because they do have, there's Canadian teams, so that would be your 2 countries, but he's looking for 3. But what I think it is a sport. They're putting on a show for the world. So it's a series for the world to watch, not a series of world competitors. That's what I'm getting a headache. If we're going to have fun with words, and I don't watch baseball, so it doesn't matter to me one way or another. It's definitely probably incorrectly stated, but if I was the MLB or somebody and I tried to justify it, that would probably be my justification. Football, how do I justify that? Well, they also do kick it. So they do kick, but they're allowed to use their hands, so it's not necessarily just reserved.
Oh my God.
It's not necessarily reserved to the feet only, as the real football is reserved to feet only. Hands or your head, right? You can use your head. Or is that soccer? In the real football, can you use your head?
I'm out. You talking about NFL?
No, in the football.
You can use your head if you want.
In football.
In soccer. Just say soccer.
You can use your head, right?
Right, correct. Yeah. I was praying to God you didn't mean NFL.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's get on track here. Matt's saying, thank God for Matt in the chat. Ever do a show? What's that?
How about my explanation about the World Series though? That's not bad.
Yeah, David Church liked it.
Yeah, he's like, I could go with this.
He's saying nice play on words.
Yeah. But the whole football, you can use your head. He's gonna have to kind of brush us up on the rules, but
nobody watches soccer. Matt's saying, ever do a show to walk the viewers through the J Concepts facility or your process in designing a part or tire? Don't want you to give away trade secrets.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue, is kind of opening up a can of worms. But that's the reason we don't do it. It's just kind of something that we don't really necessarily want to show, or
well, it's not like anybody's going to copy your ideas.
We got a few of those already. That's a whole nother.
Yeah.
But that's the reason we don't. It's obviously been thought of. Everybody asks that. It'd be obviously great videos and great content, as they say.
Plus, you don't want to get the layout of the factory, security reasons.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of stuff for
that. Justin Jubert saying VP Pro would have that show on repeat, and Zoom did. Oh man,
they don't even need it. They don't need that at all. They do a pretty good job without it.
Joey's there checking in. What's up, guys?
What's up, Joe? I saw you were at a competition the other day. It was pretty awesome.
David Church, nobody watches soccer? Search viewing figures blows. Oh, yeah. All right, please get rid of that comment. All right.
Which David's right, but we don't.
Well, we're not.
I know, but you're not going to go there, are you?
It's
Soccer is the biggest sport in the world, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's the largest sport in the world.
I respect what the guys do. I don't, but I'm just saying. Whatever. Which, by the way, you've been giving us in the chat Olympic updates, which I haven't even watched 30 seconds of it. So, Jason's all into the Olympics this year. Joe's there saying, yep, he got punched in the head a few times. It was a draw. It was a lot of fun. Okay. So he was at a UFC like type fight thing. What do you call it? MMA?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure he wasn't exactly at the UFC, although I'm
Well,
sure he'd
I
love
mean
to.
MMA
I'm sure he
or
would love
whatever.
to. I'm
Right.
sure he would love to.
Well, I'm sure he could.
Sign up.
Sign up. I guess that's all you got to do is just sign up.
It's like an RC race. You just sign up.
Yeah. I mean, how do these people get into these things? I mean, you gotta, I don't know. How do you get into the UFC, Joe? I mean, let's say you're good, like, doing what you do. How do you get into it?
You got to beat somebody good.
All right. Well, we just got more soccer comments. We don't need to. David Church is saying, of course, he's right. English football and Formula One, the highest watched sports in the world. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I was saying to you, like, I don't understand RC guys that are all into F1. You think they'd be into rally, the WRC rally? It just seems more.
Yeah, I when you watch it, it looks awesome.
It just seems like the RC dudes would be more into that, but I never hear them talk about rally. I hear them talk about Supercross, just A1 though. After A1, you don't hear anything.
Yeah, just the first event.
Yeah, I think you were saying earlier that A3 happened, but nobody said anything about it.
I saw a couple photos.
Yeah, excitement's over.
A couple people went, but nothing like the first one.
I don't know. Formula One's cool, and I bought the Formula One video games, but I'm just surprised that rally isn't the thing that, especially RC, especially guys that race off road.
Man, what I was surprised on with Formula One is in December when I was out in California and Spencer was all into it. We were watching the last couple events of the season, and it's the first I'd watched in quite a while. I mean, I have watched it in the past, but man, it was a mess finishing that season between the top two guys and them hitting each other and stopping the race and going to the officials for rulings. And man, it was a mess. Yeah, rally is awesome when you watch that stuff.
Yeah, I love rally. David Church is saying that he knows some people in rally that work in it. Joey Zare's saying you get in by not being old.
Okay.
As Budge, like me, have all the talent in the world and very strong social media presence. So you got to have all the talent in the world and got to be up on your social medias.
Yeah, so you got to be popular. You got to look like you got to be the part, you got to be able to back it up, and then you got to have a presence.
But I mean, so you can't just go to like UFC. They don't have like an office somewhere that you go in, sign up, say, hey, look it. And, that's what I'm asking. Like, you just wonder how people get into this stuff.
Yeah, you pay like $75 to sign up, and it's like, all right, you're at the next card.
Yeah, and work your way up.
Well, that maybe there is something where it's like a B tournament. You could win a B tournament and then get in. Then you can qualify.
Yeah, this is stuff that I think about a lot. Like, like how do you get into the NFL front office? I'd be an excellent GM. Or,
you and every other person that watches believes that.
Dude, listen. 7-time fantasy football champion here.
But it's not world. Oh, we'll go back to David. You're not the world 7 in a row world fantasy champion. It's just
I just know, like I'll turn a franchise around. I don't know if it'd be the right way. No, I'm kidding. I would turn them around within 5 years.
Okay.
And if I don't, I'll work for free for 5 years. If I don't turn the franchise around, you just get rid of me. But if I do turn it around, then you can start paying me.
Did they back pay you too?
No,
Like say
I
on
won't do that.
your fifth year, you win the big game, and you say you win the big game on your fifth year, you wouldn't say, "Hey, by the way, I have been here for the 5 years building this up."
Nah, I'm a nice guy. I'll just take pay going forward.
So what they do is then they fire you, they paid you nothing, then they bring in
After I won a Super Bowl?
yeah, then they bring in Kirby to manage it. Kirby inherits the Super Bowl team, and
but I'm saying, like, how do you get in the loop? How do you get in there? Like, when there's an opening, can I go and apply? I don't know. You never hear anything. Oh wow! All right. Well, we got some more UFC stuff here by Joey's there. The lowest fighter on UFC card makes $12K to show and $12K to win.
so if he wins 24,000, which is nice.
So Matt checking in from our YouTube channel, the only one talking about RC, by the way. Matt, he's trying to get some participation points with all his posting comments. Should we be looking forward to any J Concepts Valentine Day limited release T-shirts, social media, etc.?
I wish we had some more limited edition stuff, but we don't. There'll definitely be social media going tomorrow. We'll definitely have some
Valentine Day themed.
Well, I don't know about Valentine Day theme. Maybe we'll do one. But yeah, it's good stuff. We'll definitely be posting as usual. Maybe we'll try to wrap one up that's Valentine's Day themed. I don't know. We'll see.
Justin Jubert's asking me to go turn around the Jags or Jets. I can do it. Justin, I can. He knows I can. David Church saying, "Okay, I will talk RC. Have you guys heard of? Have you heard of House of RC?
I have. I've seen it.
Is that like House of 1,000 Corpses?
It's like a results gathering site. Where I think it's each driver can keep track of their results and kind of updates as the events go on. And then I noticed after Montpelier, after the Montpelier race, he updates the House of RC site and shows who the top three were. And I believe then that result posts to your page within House of RC. So each driver, it's almost like it keeps track of your results, I think.
So there's where do you find this at?
houseofrc.com, maybe.
Oh.
That would be my guess. So
what? Well, come on. I didn't think it would be like, I thought it'd be something crazy. All right.
houseoffootball.com.
Welcome to House of RC. Oh, okay. Wait. Let's see here. Hold on.
I think there's a driver can maintain it himself, or a lot of the pro guys, I believe they kind of are maintaining it for them so that they have the statistics. I think you can go in there and I think Ryan Mayfield, he has an account in there.
What?
Mason Newbert. Huh? Ask him what he wants for it. Mason, you got to ask your dad how much he wants for the Lambo truck body. It's all about the social media.
Wow. That'd be crazy.
So, yeah, it looks like
sealed? He has a Lambo truck body sealed.
That would be pretty amazing.
Who was your buddy there helping you out, Scott Foy?
Yeah, Scott.
There you go,
Foy.
Scott. Get on it. Mason, he said his dad has one. Okay. I thought he had it there. We can get him on the show. So this is the House of RC. It has the latest RC news. I guess I got to log in for that. So I have to register.
Yep.
So it's like a message board. We're going back to the message board days. Well, no, I mean that's pretty cool. I mean, you click on, I guess I click on here and see what's going on.
Yeah, I think obviously there's an advertisement here for the different events that are coming up. Kind of like we have a lot of signups are done here on RC sign up. So what I would expect that you might be able to sign up through this site, and then maybe it's just like a 2020 version of like RC signups. I've been to it, but we do so many events that I don't really have chance very often to look back. We're just doing more events and working, so it's hard to do it. But yeah, looks like a lot of statistics available, a lot of yeah. I mean, I've been pitched this site before. I think it's nice.
Okay. So what are you saying you do with this again now?
Well, where I've seen it used, and I'm sure David will pop in here, but they keep track of a lot of the racers' results and where they show up. So there's a way that you can search that out and see everybody's results. And
oh, here we go. Get ready for DNC.
There you go.
Discount limited.
If I had
23rd, 27th.
If I had to guess, there's going to be over 800 entries for this Nitro Challenge. I don't know when they're going to have time for the driver social Saturday night.
I see that Saturday night driver social 21 and over. Yeah, it's not happening. Well, I shouldn't say it's not going to happen.
Yeah, so David Church simplified it here for us. About upcoming races, results, and driver bio. So there you go. I mean, that's essentially what RC sign up, the one that we use here. That's how it started. Also, I think they wanted it to be like a little bit of a social network for RC at first, but now it's kind of. But this is kind of like a little more recent. RC sign up was like 2008, so I think this is all created. As he mentioned, a guy in Sweden did this, and it's more like 2020 technology.
Third annual Fifth Scale Worlds, March 3rd through the 6th, 2022, Glendale, Arizona.
Yeah, I think this is something that there's drivers out there referencing.
Okay. House of RC.
Can you look up like drivers? What's at the top right corner? What's that little with the 3 bars? Yeah, so
dashboard events and results. Products and parts, RC resources. I don't see anything about drivers.
Maybe that's where you have to be logged in or registered. I don't know. Like I've spent a little bit of time on this, but not a lot. The
So
thing
what do you
that I've
mean?
found, the
What
thing
do you
that I've found,
mean?
go
Look up
ahead.
drivers. I don't understand.
Well, yeah, that's where I've seen it is you can look up driver bios and profiles in here. So like I'm not sure where it's shown in here, but like I'm gonna have to look and see if I believe Ungaro on his latest post they might have went in there and showed where how it affected what his page looks like.
Okay.
I mean, obviously this is a huge data collection thing, right?
Yeah.
So you're collecting anybody that's in RC, you want them to sign up, and then you collect all their data and all the events that go along with it. You have this huge list of people that are registered to your site, and then you got a lot of data there with their results and everything else that you can kind of that searches become part of. And there's I don't know, there's a technical side to it, I'm sure, that makes it worthwhile.
Trying to see if it changes anything. But
Your audio was a little messed up.
oh, still?
No, you're good.
I was gonna say I was gonna register and see if it changes anything.
We also got Bill Collins mentioned here that rcgarage.info is a site to see a list of results by driver also. I think I've been there also. Somebody pointed that to me.
RC Garage?
Yep, rcgarage.info. This might be the one that you can type in a driver and it tells you like their last races, and there's a few of these.
All right. So here's RC Garage dot. Oh. Yeah, here's racer profiles. I don't know if you see that there. But wonder how many RC racers in the world there are, or want to know which events did a particular racer attend, or find out what trophies have one got in past few years. Okay. Can I look up Jason Rona?
I think you can actually.
Or do you have to create a profile?
I don't think so.
Okay, Jason Rona, for the last 8 years, took part in at least 45 competitions and raced at least 4 classes.
Yep.
He's been at least to 22 racing tracks where he did compete against 694 other racers and overtook 586 of them.
Look at that.
How do they know that?
Your transponder number.
Okay. You hit the podium at least 34 times with 9 wins.
Look at that.
Is that good? I mean, you raced.
I don't know. I think I've seen some that are more impressive than others, for sure. But I don't think that this necessarily means a whole lot, because I don't know that there's no, like if you just race all club races and you win every single time, then it'll just say that you've won like 100 races, right? But it doesn't necessarily like rank you based off of the competition you're racing against. So just type in Ryan Mayfield.
So it says here I could claim this profile. Can I claim it and then mess with it?
I hope not.
So obviously that's not your car.
No.
It's just a stock photo. But I wonder if you can upload your car photo then.
I would think so. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you got into this, you probably could update it all.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna look up Ryan Mayfield.
yeah.
Right. Spell his name correctly.
Yep. Oh, you got it.
This is Ryan Mayfield here. For the last 8 years, Ryan took part in at least 141 competitions and raced at least in 9 classes. He's been at least to 44 racing tracks where he did. That always screws me up there, the way they have that worded. Been at least to 44 tracks, competed against 2,766 other racers, and overtook 2,694 of them at least once. Hit the podium 202 times with 105 wins. Now that's pretty impressive.
But I'm sure that there's other people that the statistics might look even more impressive.
Yep.
Just go to Spencer Rivkin and see what it says for Spencer. Because obviously all this stuff is
Spencer Rivkin. What's the 604 mean that was next to his name?
I don't know.
Spencer Rivkin, for the last 8 years, took part in at least 202 competitions and raced at least 10 classes. Spencer's been at least to 42 racing tracks, competed against 2,662 other racers, and overtook 2,594 of them. He hit the podium at least 266 times with 126 wins. And then it also shows the countries
that you've competed in.
That you competed in. That's pretty cool. That's interesting. Down here, like it shows you. Where does this go back 8 years then?
See, like it shows club races and everything in here, though.
Oh, I got a little map of where you've been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because right here it's back in 2014, Wednesday night racing. Am I still sharing the screen? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a lot of club races in 2014. But yeah, that's cool. Man, I didn't know you could do that with the transponder.
I think that's how it's all tracked. Or it's just the name. It's name driven.
Nick wants to know how good Junior did. No results, Nick. Unfortunately, there are no drivers found with this criteria.
So when I let you drive that RC10, it probably would have showed up in here if you would have raced with it, but that was just practice.
Junior instead. Did I wait? When I raced that vintage, what did I signed up as Gotti Junior? How come I didn't show?
Well, you didn't actually race.
What are you talking about? Vintage Nats, I did. I broke, but I raced.
Did you? So it was just one qualifier you ran?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was probably whose transponder was I using?
Well, it was my car, but my guess is this could be name generated too. I don't know how it works.
I'm looking up Nick DeVito since he wanted me to look myself up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we got him. So there's 7 next to Nick DeVito's name. For the last 8 years, he took part. I hope you don't mind, Nick. For the last 8 years, he took part in 6 competitions and raced in 3 classes. Nick DeVito has been at least to 2 racing tracks where he did compete against 52 others, and he overtook 12 of them. Okay. He hit the podium at least 2 times.
There you go.
All right. So, and then there's all his results there. Hey, I like the name of that race there, Beast of the East, Triple Crown. Where was that at? Beast of the East, Thunder Alley. Okay.
That was recent.
Well, look, we could spend the whole podcast looking up everybody's name here.
You're like, oh, I saw back one. Oh yeah, we better go to Will Britton.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just gonna look up everyone.
If you're listening to the audio version of this podcast, we apologize in advance. You can.
Well, you're reading it, so.
Will Britton. Name right?
No. Brenton.
TT1.
Oh, just 1 T.
Will Britton.
There he is. He's gonna have a ton of club racing, so he's probably gonna do pretty well with this.
I don't know here.
90 wins.
Good Lord. For the last 8 years, Will Britton took part in at least 204 competitions, and he's raced in at least 6 classes. He's been at least to 12 racing tracks where he competed against 760 other racers and overtook 637 of them. He hit the podium at least 186 times with 90 wins. Will Britton, everyone.
Yep. This probably doesn't even include gas truck, his new class where he's just winning everything.
Well, let's see here. Racing classes, buggy, A scale, 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. No gas.
I don't know if it's doing this gas truck yet. So, I mean, he's got more wins that he could add on there. He needs to write in and dispute.
Justin Jubert, just 3 hours of looking up listeners' profiles. Exactly. Oh, Justin Jubert.
What a show.
Speaking. I'm actually enjoying this. Oh, shit. There he is, Justin Jubert. Got to find out what this 98 means.
I think that's probably how many. Well, yeah, doesn't correlate here.
So Justin Jubert, in the last 8 years, took part in 39 competitions that raced at least 8 classes. He's been at least to 9 racing tracks where he competed against 668 racers and did not take over any of them. No, he overtook 388 of them at least once. He hit the podium at least 5 times with 1 win. Justin Jubert, everyone.
You know what? He got that win. Would have been so great as if you would have typed in your profile and it just showed that win from the P main. Like everything, like.
Oh man, that would have been epic.
Gotti has competed in a total of
1 race.
1 race.
Wow, there's no hiding. Right? I mean, so if you're telling me if I go race this weekend, if Justin goes race somewhere with this transponder, it's keeping track of that then.
Yeah, I don't know if it's by name or it must be by name because you could sell your transponder or you know what I mean. But
yeah.
Will Britton's gonna email and contest. I think he's had about another 11 gas truck wins since that. So they're gonna have to get that updated for him.
RC Kevin's agreeing. He says you can't hide on there. So you
can't hide.
You can't hide now. Wow. This is nuts.
You just
Jackson Anderson saying the website is pretty neat on how accurate it can be and knowing the positions of your races you finished. I like it. I could spend hours on this here. So it's only going back 8 years, right? Is that what's because it always says 8 years?
So I guess the only way you could actually
This is when transponders started.
You'd
Personal
always have to
transponders.
sign up under a fake identity, right? Then it would, if you signed up as
Oh, dude, church is not in the. How'd you avoid that, dude?
type in football first.
I'm gonna look up our buddy Pete Phillips, long time
See if that INS is on there.
caller, first time listener.
We're checking the accuracy of this thing.
What do you want me to check?
Yep. Does it have?
All right, Pete Phillips, you're up next. Listener Pete Phillips, in the last 8 years, took part in 3 competitions and raced at least one class. He's been at least to one racing track where he did compete against 18 others and overtook 6 of them. Hit the podium at least one time. Pete Phillips, everyone.
Let's see if the INS is on here for Tough Truck.
What do you want me to do now?
Well, we were trying to see if his INS, he ran at the INS 10. He got third place in Tough Truck, but it's not showing on here. So,
okay.
Yeah, he was able to avoid it here.
So when was that race?
Well, it was like 2-3 years ago. It was INS 10. We're on the 12.
Wow. So. Yeah, I wonder what happened there because it's only going to 2021.
I mean, that's affecting the stats for sure.
All right. Who else can we look up? Because this is a ton of fun. Look at Matt on YouTube is saying, switch back to hand clickers for counting laps or have your transponder tracked. Laughing out loud.
Yeah, so I remember I think I did 1 or 2 races where you did the hand clicker. Maybe once. Maybe one time.
Yeah, we're gonna see if Kirby Hands registered
that hand click thing, that is definitely old.
Oh.
That's if your computer. The only reason we did it is because our computer wasn't working that day, so we had to hand click the laps. Will Britton said he hasn't lost a gas truck race yet, and I think he beat Tebow once, which Tebow is a 6-time Roar national champion. So technically, Will is the best gas truck driver alive.
Oh, yes. Will wants me to look up Alex Sturgeon.
What's funny is everybody has a computer and a phone, but you got to look it up.
Alex Sturgeon. For the last 8 years, Alex took part in at least 326 competitions and raced at least in 7 classes. I see they're using at least, so they're
leaving a little room for
error. Right. They're leaving because Justin Jubert's saying in the chat that he's been to more than 9 events.
And he's won more than once.
Well, I don't know about that.
Said he had.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. But, when it's not being tracked, you could say anything. So Alex Sturgeon's been at least to 13 racing tracks where he competed against 918 others and overtook 830 of them. He hit the podium at least 301 times with 152 wins. Alex Sturgeon's only raced in the United States. And
he's in the World Series.
Okay.
Look at all these series podiums and
it's all at the Hobbyplex.
Yeah, if you another one to put in here, I bet you that would be high. Would be Jake Thayer, because he worked at OCRC, so he probably raced several times a week.
Jake, and then how do I spell the last name?
Thayer. Yep.
Right. Well, he's got a profile pickup. First one to do that.
Here we go. This is what I was thinking.
All right. Jake has, in the last 8 years, took part in 471 competitions. He's raced at least in 8 classes. Jake's been at least to 6 racing tracks where He competed against 1,036 other racers and overtook 1,008 of them at least once. Hit the podium at least 556 times with 378 wins.
So yeah, so far he's got the most amount of wins of anybody.
Wow. Wait, more than Mayfield?
Yeah, Mayfield's only like 101 something, but you got to think like every one that he runs is almost a national level event. You know, like,
so you're saying Jake's sandbagging?
well, no, he's running a lot of club races. That's
beating up on the club guys. Is that what you're saying, Jason?
No, so this is taking all your results. So if you run a lot of club races and you're fast, you're going to win a lot of races. Like Will won a ton of races. Alex Sturgeon won 150 in 8 years. So, and that doesn't even include Will's gas truck, as he's mentioning again. So he's got 11 more wins to add.
Why are they leaving out gas truck? Is it just how's that?
They don't want Will's totals to be that high.
All right. Well, there's Jake's. Quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean, he probably raced.
I mean, they're counting short course. God.
Right. Yeah, and no gas truck.
That's weird. Justin Jubert's claiming that he won quite a few stadium truck turf races. Those aren't on there. Right. Okay, I don't include gas truck. Jackson Anderson saying, Family Fridays, I get a lot of wins besides this past Friday. Will Britton beat me. Oh, okay. Well, Jackson's racing against Will Britton.
Oh, Bill Collins says gas truck is listed as other.
If you scroll down. Okay. All right, so we got to type in Will again, right?
We're going to make sure this is correct, Will.
So we're typing in Will Britton again. And we're going to scroll down. Other. Oh, right there. 4 times he won.
Ah.
Right here.
I guess it is including those. So, Will?
There you go. What? Other. Here's 5.
5 times. That was in 2021. So he's at 9 wins with other. 2020, he's got 1 something there at the end.
They need to update that so it says.
I was close. I was close. I was close with my 11.
Because, like in 2017, what's this other here? What would that be? Short course, maybe?
Formula One.
Okay. What else can I look up? No, P-Dub.
He's going to have a lot of races.
All right. Paul Wynn, last 8 years, took part in 124 competitions, raced at least 3 classes. He's been at least at 20 racing tracks where he competed against 579 other racers and overtook 518 of them. He hit the podium at least 99 times with 43 wins. Seems like he would race more than 3 classes, though, but maybe that's correct, huh?
Here's one to look up. Look up Al Horn's kids. Aiden Horn. I bet you he's ran a lot of races.
All right. Aiden.
A-Y. Go A-Y. D-I-N. D-I-N.
Wait, D-I-N?
That's right.
All right.
H-O-R-N-E. I would think that he's run a lot of transponder.
This even has his...
He's got a full profile here.
Profile pick. So Aiden has last 8 years took part in 257 competitions and raced at least 12 classes. He's been at least to 37 racing tracks where he competed against 2,142 other racers and overtook 2,013 of them. He hit the podium at least 292 times with 192 wins.
This thing's going to get to the point where we've like run out of free searches, like it's going to say, oh, you're going to have to sign up to get.
Yeah, you have to sign up and pay. Countries which this driver has been to during his racing career: United States and whoever's flag that is.
That's Slovakia, because that
Okay.
was probably the only other place he went to.
All right.
There you go. Well, Jake.
Wow.
So far, Jake has been the top dog.
Looking up Todd Hodges on here too. Okay.
He's only been on the podium once. He hasn't won anything in the last 8 years.
Wow.
Will's killing him.
Nick DeVito saying the internet knows all of your sins.
Yeah, Will needs to go in and put his gas truck as the profile photo.
Yeah, you guys need to update your profile photos. That'd be cool. This is what I was wondering. Jackson Anderson's wondering how long it takes for the website to update the wins or races attended. Good question.
We'll get Will on that as he keeps winning events. We'll see how it. We'll see what he says.
Well, let's see. Like, for instance, I guess Mayfield, right? When was his last race?
It would have been at the INS.
All right, so scroll down. Let me. I'm not screen sharing it anymore, am I? So the last race they have for Ryan Mayfield is the J Concepts Winter Indoor Nationals, which took place on February 4th.
That's it. Last weekend.
So it is updating fairly quickly. Yes, David Church, it was complicated for me to navigate at first, but let's see. Yeah, updated last week. Jackson's saying that's pretty cool. So it's fairly quick. When did this site become available? Like, when did it launch? Recently then? Or?
I'd say 3 or 4 years ago, maybe.
Are you serious? I'm just hearing about it now?
Yeah.
What? How?
Good.
How is that pot? Like, nobody's ever mentioned this to me. Like, where I could look this up.
This has to be one of the funniest comments. Check out Alex.
Alex Sturgeon saying, I TQ'd stuff and then find new and innovative ways to lose. Yeah. Oh, RC Kevin saying yesterday's results are in. Okay.
And so, Bill mentions 24 hours at the end, after the end of the event.
Updates 24 hours. Okay. Pete Phillips saying I don't know about this because I don't listen to Kian's podcast. You could be correct on that. And no disrespect to anybody. I just don't listen to RC podcasts. It's all video games and wrestling and sports.
The only other podcast I think I listened to, I've listened to one episode of Racing Like a Girl when we were on a road trip once. That was the only other RC podcast I've listened to.
Oh, is that Roxbury?
Podcast? I think she's on it, but I don't think that's her podcast, but I think she's on it. But that was the only one I listened to. I wanted to hear what kind of the perspective was a little bit.
I listen to, like, if somebody, like, I'll have listeners message me like, hey, listen to this, or you're on No Names podcast way back when they started, right? So
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, and I checked it out. But yeah, I got a lot of pods to listen to. So I do check out on YouTube. I put on and no joke, I put on the Hobbyplex show. I have it on the background sometimes. It's pretty cool. Those guys, Sturgeon and Britton.
I haven't listened to that either.
I just put it on and, have it on in the background sometimes. Yeah, right there, Will. I just mentioned it. He's saying, what about the Hobbyplex show? Those guys are all right, I hear. Absolutely. But, yeah, I'll listen to, I shouldn't say I don't listen to them at all, but people will send me clips. Like Joey Zaire has one, Ran Out of Talent podcast, and somebody messaged me a few weeks ago and said, hey, you got to listen to this one part where they talk about Jason. So I did, checked it out. But yeah, a lot of podcasts out there now. It's pretty cool. Those guys, everybody's doing well. Used to be just us out there. Now there's like 12.
And you got Pete Phillips mentions here, not even Crush This, which is a monster truck podcast, but I honestly haven't really listened to that either.
You're not really into podcasts.
You know, the only ones I've listened to were those wrestling ones you pointed me to.
Yeah.
And then there's a podcast called the Retro Monster Truck Review that I've been on a couple times with Matt Stoltz and Josh Rhodes, and we've had fun talking about some vintage stuff. I've listened to some others that are in my wheelhouse, I guess, in terms of the time period that I pay attention to. So I've listened to those a little bit, but very little RC stuff.
Which you would think, you know, Jason probably listens to a ton of RC podcasts, but
the thing that kind of annoys me a little bit about RC podcasts is
be careful what you say here.
Well,
yeah,
because there's the inside information, and then there is people's perception of what's happening. So there's there's a lot of hearsay on these any podcast, I guess you could say, a lot of hearsay. But to me, there's things that might just be not really true or sensationalized, or, you know, to me, I guess that's the part that kind of would bother me a little bit. And that's why I don't listen to it, is because I feel like there's a little more hearsay, like, oh, I heard this, or oh, I heard that, or and that's all fine because it can be entertainment based. But if you know different or you know better, then I think it could be kind of annoying. But I think for somebody listening that is interested in the entertainment side of it, then I think it is fun, and I think it can be. So I think that's what would be frustrating to me listening to it, is to listen to a critique of something that I didn't think that was necessarily fair or accurate, I guess you could say.
Okay. Randy's saying that he listens to a lot of RC podcasts while washing his car. So I guess he washes his car a lot. That's what I'm taking from that. Alex Sturgeon saying that we're just the facts on the Hobby Play Show. Okay. Just the
facts, man. That's just the facts, man.
Matt on YouTube is saying, what social media websites, etc., do you find most useful to keep you current in the latest RC info or releases?
Well, I think over the years, Red RC has been the best website that's updated continually, and they are still relevant today. I think that there has been others. You know, it used to be Neo Buggy for several years, was one of the tops, but I think Red RC has been the one that has withstood the test of time. They put up all the new releases. They put up still all the driver announcements. And it's still a website. It hasn't gone to, maybe like a only social media type, like Facebook or Instagram, which they do have their own pages, but I still think they maintain a nice Red RC website. And it's still current and up to date, and they still have sponsors on here that support the page and the channel. So, and now granted, I think we went through a period of time in RC where these sites were extremely important to the business. But that's
David Church asking, who runs Red RC?
as far as I know, Owen.
Alex Sturgeon saying Red RC is the best. I still watch all the Reedy races when I wrench on stuff. Okay.
What was always been nice about Red RC is it's organized well. They never let the sponsorships of, I think, too badly overrun the page. So when you go to the website, even at the height where they were taking in a ton of advertisers, I still felt like it was easy to navigate and find the stories. The race coverage was always great. We hired them to do in um, so that was a big part of it, that they did a good job of organizing it, and then the coverage of the race events, like I was saying, was always very, very good. And I think what David Church is referencing here is he wants us to say that Owen is from Europe.
Okay.
I was done a good job with it.
So it's just one guy running that?
Well,
amazing.
I think at its height, it necessarily was. It was several guys. There's Owen and O'Sheen that were always at the races with us. We did many J Concept series with them. We did the Clash with them several times, and they usually did the Euros, the Worlds, the Nationals, the Nitro Challenge, and I always did a good job. Today they're not doing as many specific events, but I always did well.
David saying Owen is from Ireland. There you go. And I just get all my info from Jason. He keeps me up to date in the chat. And check out jconcepts.net. How's that?
That can be done.
I used to like. I guess Live RC still does it that way. They list today's date and then the things that are happening. It was pretty easy for me to check that out back in the day.
Yeah, I think that they're still updating every day, but I always felt like the layout of Red RC, the homepage, just always to me was very clear.
Jerry's saying that he died once. Mayfield won in Worlds. Oh, it died once. not Jerry didn't die. No, it died once Mayfield won in Worlds.
I don't know that's actually.
What's he talking about?
I don't know if that's true, but man, I don't know how many Worlds they did after that. Did they do 2018 and 19?
You talking about Red?
Yeah, if Red RC did the 2018 and 19, because Mayfield won in 17. I
think he's talking about.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I picked it up. Sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. So he's talking in response to Nick?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Nick was saying, remember Shred RC, and then Justin Jubert saying, and Jerry were saying that it died when they found out who it was. Okay. Shred. Yeah. Right. Okay, we got you. David's saying Jason is awesome, no doubt. Red RC, our board of RC, hence the low promotions. Okay.
Yeah, I think what happened is the internet, the way RC was promoted went through kind of a cycle of, first it was magazines, then it went to websites. And when it was being promoted through websites, Red RC, Neo Buggy, they were kind of the kings of that side of the business of doing it that way. And when it went to social media, I think that's what really when Neobuggy seemed to lose a lot of interest, and he had other things going on as well. I don't think he didn't really need Neobuggy, but it did a great job with it. It was super passionate. Um, but Red RC, it was very much a business for them. But as social media crept in, and there was much faster ways to get the results, they had to adapt to social media ways and also update via social media. And it kind of hurt the whole coverage that they did. I thought they did great coverage when you had to go to their site and read it, but when it went to social media based and things were happening fast, and then you had to, like say, um, whoever, say Spencer Rivkin won a main number one at the Worlds, it would be on social media like that, and Red RC it would be hard for them to keep up with their story in regards to the speed that you could get it up on social media versus the website. Because on social media, all you needed was a picture of Spencer and it said Spencer wins A1. It didn't matter how professional it looked or it was, people could find it. Well, when Red RC would do it, they would describe what happened in the main, take photos to go along with it, and it'd be a nice description. Um, so I think it became frustrating to compete against social media, and then sponsorship money to do the events became harder to come by. So, in the heyday of website related race coverage, people would jump in and offer to sponsor a lot of coverage from Neobuggy, Red RC, so they could get their whole trip paid with sponsorships, and then some, and then
Wow.
have make money off of it. So you could say there was a world's, say there was a world championships or something, they could probably get $10,000 in sponsorship coverage from sponsors,
Holy moly's.
to go and do the event, and then it helps their site at the same time. There was helping traffic, they could generate video and all that stuff. Well, as the social media stuff became so large, it probably hurt the sponsorship dollars a lot. So they couldn't go to the race. The race had to be on their own dime. And then it just becomes not as, realistic.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
I think that in general, Neobuggy and Red RC, the days of RC racing with them, there was definitely a special time frame, and it looked very nice and professional. And I think to this day, I think we all, even we cover our own events, I think we all try to do as good of a job as they did. So they kind of definitely set a standard there. So
Jason Santos is saying social media hurt websites, forums in general.
Yeah, it really did. It took a lot out of it, and it made it to the point where what was nice about the old forum days or something like that was
Trinity Tech Talk, baby.
Or websites, was that you could organize the information. And it could be, you'd make a folder, or you'd make a thread. Maybe that's what we call them. A thread, or a
Thread.
or a folder that contained information. So like what Jason's talking about here, if you did a J Halsey RC10 build on a forum or a website, and you made a website for it, you could go to that page and you could look at the J Halsey RC10 build organized, and it was easy. Now on social media, people ask the same questions like, hey, I want to see that J Halsey build from 2012, and it's like just buried. You can't find it, right? And maybe you can search in Facebook or something, and then it comes up, but it's not organized as nicely as it would be, I think, as it was in those days. So I think that might be something in the future. Like if you go to our page on our J Concepts Facebook page, maybe in the future there will be some more organization on those pages so that you can maybe find things by type of event, or there might be nice if it was organized a little bit differently so that you could go back and it made a little more sense, because it's really set up for what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters, like your Trinity shirt, not the ancient past. It's about who wins now, not who in the ancient past, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, I think that's something that could be improved on social media, is sort of being able to keep this information a little more organized, where it's easier to find. And I don't know, maybe it is already happening, if you're good at it, or you have organized something a little better. But yeah, it's there's a lot to all that. And that's not just RC. I'm sure that's the entire world. Went from magazines to websites to social media. I mean, that's the chain of command.
Jackson Anderson saying, I like the J Concepts blog posts of race weekends covering multiple races from that weekend.
Yeah, that's something we started a few years ago. We felt that with the racers that we had, we wanted to figure out a way to keep them active and participating and showing what they were doing. And we try to highlight an X amount of them. I think it's kind of a random number that we came up with, that we can display in a picture or in a post each week. But we started doing that back with when Thomas was with us, and then we continued it on. And Chili works on it now, and he keeps that updated for us on a weekly basis. And it's not easy. It's not easy to describe somebody winning the same every week. I know I used to write a ton of race reports back in the pre 2010s, before that and after that, and it's hard. It's very difficult.
Randy Enger saying, speaking of Europe, I'm heading to Spain tomorrow for work. I'll be there for most of 2022. Wow.
He should let us know how the travel and getting into the country is here from the States, because we're going to have to do it in June and in September. So
yeah,
it'd be kind of nice to know how that plays out.
And Randy is hoping he can stay there for the Worlds.
Yeah.
And then we got Corey Jordan checking in, asking me what time the Patriots play. Nah, that's funny.
Or the 49ers.
Right. Or exactly.
49ers. Spilled my water over here.
Oh, did you really? Is that what's going on over there?
I'm trying to clean up my water a little bit. I think we're good.
Matt on YouTube asking for a friend. Jason looking forward to wait a minute. I think you asked this already, didn't you? Jason looking forward to a special Valentine's Day photo shoot with items including like roses, baby Cupid, hearts in your social media tomorrow. No.
You don't see a lot of that from me. Maybe one photo of the dinner that I had, and that's about it.
Yeah. Matt also saying RC Car Action and Competition Plus. Yeah, Competition Plus was awesome. He loves the J Concepts video blog releases. What happened to no longer having J Concepts models that were reporting?
Well, I think there was a time period where it was a little easier.
The cancel culture came down on J.
No, we had some great reporting going on. We'd have a spokesperson or a spokesmodel um, doing several events, and it has to do with the location of the events and the friends that we know that can come in and do that type of thing.
Competition Plus, Jason, did you just subscribe to that magazine? I did.
I think I did all. I think I subscribed to all of them at one
Okay,
point.
Car
or another.
Action, Competition Plus.
I thought, well, there's RC model cars too.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Competition Plus really went into the results of the races, like deep, like way down in the mains, like I was. And they had a lot of entries to races in there, like the entry forms.
Yeah.
So Competition Plus, definitely, and Car Action, of course. I never subscribed to Car Action because I always liked going to the newsstand and seeing it sitting there, the new issue. I don't know. It was just a thrill back then. Like I didn't want to subscribe. I just wanted to go to my local newsstand and
You wanted
wait for it
that
to come in.
thrill, the thrill of the chase.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. And when you saw it on the newsstand, you were like, "Wow, look at that! There it is." Take it home and just read that thing from cover to back and back to cover, and take it to school, look at it, try to show some friends to get them interested, but they're like, whatever.
That I thought Car Action was the best, the most professional, the best paper, the best photos. I thought they were the kings, and obviously they were of the business. But yeah, the others definitely had a different angle. I liked RC model cars. They did races with good photos. To me, Competition Plus, I felt like it was a lot of black and white.
It was.
And getting the photos, like the only color photo was like the front cover or the back cover, and I always felt like it just wasn't exciting to me. But just nice photos, graphically put together, I thought was really good with Car Action. And then Model Cars was a little more. They still had good photos, not quite as graphically pleasing or put together quite as nice, but it was a good magazine. Then there, I'm sure David could tell us his favorite magazines over in Europe, in the UK. I remember RC Racer. That was a really good magazine.
Yeah.
Or it might have been just called Racer. That was a good one.
If I remember correctly, their ads were a little different than ours too. Like they
definitely sized differently.
And they had the ladies in some of their advertisements.
I don't remember that part.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I'll try and dig up I have one of the magazines from over there.
Okay.
And I think it was an Associated or Reedy ad or whatever. Maybe it was a distributor over there placing the ad.
Probably.
Yeah. Pretty good. Yeah. We're all caught up. I do want to try and give something away here today, Jason. I think I'm going to give away that J Concepts 2022 t-shirt that you sent me because it's a large and I can't wear a large.
You need a medium?
I need a no. Do you order medium shirts? You just order large and XL, right?
No, we have small to triple X.
Do you really? Wow.
I think we have small to triple X.
I think at Trinity we only went down to medium, and the mediums we gave away for race prizes. Because everybody'd be like, the track would, don't you have large or XL? Oh no, we just have mediums.
So,
go ahead. What?
David mentioned here that Matt Benfield.
I'll be right back.
Was the leader in RC magazines. What's the one that he did versus the other ones that were popular? Nick DeVito mentioned here that the word everyone likes to use, the schmedium, which doesn't exist. There's small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL, and triple XL. Then there's get into RC Racer. Yeah. Which one was Alan Harmon involved with? So Jason Santos mentioned here that he recently became a fan of a vintage Roar newsletter from '93, which is true. The '93 newsletter. So what we're talking about here is Jason's been trying to build a replica of Scott Hughes's 1993 Winter Champs RC10. And there's hasn't been very good photos of this over the years. And Jason recently gave up on the project after about 5 years. He gave up on wanting the project. And then through a Roar newsletter from 1993, he discovered a color picture of Scott Hughes's RC10 that completely changed everything. And now it's back. The project is back. And we're going to see this recreation. We get the paint job and everything. So good stuff.
Matt saying, Gotti, nobody will believe you wear a schmedium. I can't fit into that. That's for sure.
Does anybody actually sell a schmedium shirt?
You got to think. I got broad shoulders, so like a large after I wash it just doesn't fit right. Schmedium, I don't know.
You would have to think by now that somebody actually sells that.
Schmedium. Jason Santos saying, I recently became a fan of a vintage Roar newsletter from 1993.
Yeah, so I did bring that one up while you were out, and I explained what that meant, and that means that we'll see a recreation of a Scott Hughes RC10, which is great.
Wow. Okay. All right, let's give away. Jason, I'm going to give away this shirt. This is a J Concepts. This is a large now, not a schmedium. This is a large J Concepts 2022 Factory Team T-shirt. Factory Team. So we're going to give it away to that people in the chat. I'm going to try this new giveaway tool. I haven't used this yet. It's been around on StreamYard, but so I guess what I do here is share my screen. Okay. Let's see how this works, Jason. And we're going to bring up the giveaway tool that they have here. See that?
Okay.
And then this is all the people that chatted. And here was 20 people that chatted. And we're going to draw from that 20 to see who wins. And David Church, unfortunately, you're going to be disqualified because you live in the UK. And I can't afford shipping out there. So just to forewarn, or anybody else that's overseas, you have to live in the United States, North America. Okay, let's just do this. We'll give away this large J Concepts T-shirt here, and Jason will send me an extra large. Is that correct?
We could.
Okay, all right, here we go. And the winner is
David Church.
It probably will be. All right,
Mason Newbert.
Mason Newbert, winner. Is he a J Concepts driver?
What we'll do is we'll trade him this shirt.
Okay.
For
should I draw again?
That Jay Halsey Lambo body his dad has.
Oh, that's right.
So it should be a good trade.
All right. But doesn't Jason already have one? He's a team driver, right?
He is a team driver, yes.
Well, he doesn't need this shirt then. Should I draw again?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. Mason, I'm sorry. But you're already... What's that?
Unless he does want to trade for the Lambo body.
What do you guys think? Should I draw this again since a factory team J Concept driver won a shirt? Mason won't mind, right, Jason?
He won't mind.
All right, let's just draw it again. See what happens. David Church again.
Let's just keep doing it until
Did we get the one that we like? We haven't given away something. Look at Corey Jordan's already congratulating Mason on the shirt.
Congrats, Mason. Oh no, we just took it away.
And Jason Santos saying that's an excellent trade. T-shirt for the Lambo body.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So Corey Jordan needs a shirt.
Corey Jordan, but he's a team driver.
Let's pull for him, though.
Let's do what now?
I think let's try to get it to him. Let's see if you can make the draw work. So,
all right, I'm going to draw again here and see what happens. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Again, sorry, David Church, disqualified.
Oh,
I thought he was going to win.
I thought David. Now
Marcy Kevin's disqualified too because he's in Canada. All right, this is failing. Anyway, Corey Jordan needs a shirt. But he's Jordan, you are a tall dude. You got to have an XL. The large is not fitting Corey Jordan.
I bet you a large fits him.
Come on. How can a large fit Corey, not me? RC Kevin, I apologize. You're in Canada. It's not going to work. David Church, it's not going to work. That was close. All right, we'll figure out who to get this. Love the Matt saying he loves the J Concept shirts, but also wants the vintage fluorescent pink Reedy T-shirt.
Maybe we send Corey Jordan the T-shirt, but Matt gets the sweatshirt.
Okay, we'll do that.
There you go.
All right, Corey Jordan, you are getting the T-shirt.
We just like that Matt's on YouTube.
Well, we'll find out who Matt is when you have to send the hoodie. Yeah, Corey Jordan just hit me up on Facebook. Sorry to the other guys, we can't do that.
Well, Corey Jordan does say Corey Jordan does like an X.
Corey Jordan needs a forget the giveaway. Then we're just scratching this from the whole portion of the show. It just doesn't work. Everybody's sponsored by J Concepts, and they already can get their shirts. And all right, well, it is true. I don't think there's not one person in this chat that can't get that shirt.
David Church.
Very true. All right. Well, let's close it out, Jason. Episode 237. Don't forget to head over to jconcepts.net. Show those guys some love. Jason's traveling all over the place to support the team and the customers. That's what you do, right, Jason?
That's right.
And anytime you have any questions, Jason's always there for you. The whole crew, the J Concept, Paul Wynn, all those guys. They're everywhere. See you guys out there giving everybody that supports J Concepts a hand. So family-owned business. It's not a big corporate,
What do they call it? A corporate conglomerate?
Yeah, it's not a big corporate conglomerate. However you say that. So why wouldn't you want to support J Concepts? Tell a friend. You're probably sponsored by J Concepts, but grab a friend, get them in RC, and say you need the tires. These J Concept tires, the bodies, whatever you need. Matt's saying, great show. Keep it up, guys. There you go. And enjoy the Super Bowl, everyone.
What?
Oh, I can't say Super Bowl. Damn. Oh, man.
Quit saying Super Bowl.
Enjoy the big game tonight between the I apologize, Roger Goodell. Please don't come down on this little tiny podcast. Enjoy the big game tonight between the Los Angeles Rams and your Cincinnati Bengals. And what are you going to say there, Jason? You're going to say something about that?
I think the Rams are going to win.
Okay.
I don't really have any preference but that's what I'm thinking.
Jason's going with the Rams for the big game, and I will go with the Bengals, but I don't mind if the Rams win. And Corey Jordan was like, I was just about to join you all on StreamYard. Well, too late, Corey. You got to be quicker. So yeah, and don't forget, fellas, Valentine's Day tomorrow. Don't want to forget that. Don't want to be in the doghouse. You want to continue to keep being able to buy that RC gear and stuff. And if you forget Valentine's Day, you're really gonna have to hide your purchases.
That's why I already took care of it early.
That's right. Jason already did his early. So there, that's done with, over. We're on to next year. And Jason Santos is saying he predicts he won't be watching tonight. Okay.
I like the prediction. Solid.
All right. Jason Rona will also not be watching tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. It depends. Might just
Jason,
go back.
Huh?
Just might go back in and watch our series. Allison and I have been watching.
Yeah, the Billionaires.
No. That one's done. Waiting on the next season of that.
Well, what are you watching now?
Succession.
Okay. All right.
So.
Well, make sure you tune in for the halftime show. There's a lot of good entertainment there that you'll enjoy. It's right up your alley, Jason.
I like Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg.
That's my era.
So I'll text you when to tune in for halftime.
The early to mid 90s.
Right. Okay. And don't forget, if you're listening to the audio version of the show, you can check us out on the Facebooks and the YouTubes live if you would like to see our ugly mugs. And Matt's saying Succession is a great show.
There you go.
Smart man.
There you have it.
All right, we'll catch you for 2:38 in the near future. All right, then we got to get off the comments there. The show's never going to end. But Jason Santos saying, I just saw a funny meme on Facebook about the halftime show. Jason Santos, I guarantee if you watch a halftime show, it's right up your alley also. You'll love it. Check it out. Let me know how you like it. All right. We'll see you guys. Good luck racing. And DNC coming up next week, right? Or is that 2 weeks away, you said?
Yeah, Motorama's next week.
Oh, Motorama's already next week?
Yep.
Wow. All right. Well, I won't be there.
And then Nitro Challenge is the week after that.
Okay. So we got a busy 2 weeks coming up.
That's right.
And you're not attending Motorama, correct?
No.
Okay. And I will not be there also. Going to the one, I'm going to go to one race this year, and I guarantee you I missed last year's, but I'll be at the Nationals this year. 8 to go.
Okay, Arizona.
No, wait. What's
Oh, you're the E Nationals you're thinking of.
Oh, wait. Where's the E Nationals? Is it here in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, I won't be to that one either. No disrespect. I'm just saying I like Nitro.
Oh.
Are you going to the E-Nats?
Yeah, we'll be there.
All right. Okay. Well, then I'll have to go to that one.
We hope so.
All right, guys. 2:38. We'll see you then. Until then, have a good one.
See ya. Thanks, guys.